Alright guys, I'm back with my WWE Smackdown live review for the 29th of the 8th, 2017 guys. And I thought Smackdown was a good show this week. It wasn't a bad show. It was a good show. Now, I don't know what Smackdown's next pay-per-view is for September, so they haven't really announced a pay-per-view for September. Now, I don't know if they're not going to have a pay-per-view on the Smackdown side or things at which I don't know, see why not, because if Raw have a No Mercy pay-per-view, well, you think that SmackDown would have one, right? But I don't know. But anyway, SmackDown opens up this week with Jinder Mahal coming out and the Simbros apologizing to Jinder Mahal and saying how sorry they were for, losing to Nakamura and abandoning Jinder last week. And obviously, before Jinder can accept the apology, you have Nakamura come out. Great reaction for Nakamura, and he basically pushes the Simbros out of the way, and he goes straight for Jinder Mahal. And then Randy Orton comes out because Simbros and Jinder attack um, Nakamura. Then Rusev comes out and attacks Randy Orton, and then that leads up to a tag match in the main event for tonight. Then we had a backstage segment between Carmella and Natalia, and they was kind of going back and forth with each other. So it looks like at some point they're maybe going to have a feud, maybe a triple threat between Naomi, Carmella, and Natalia at some point. I don't know, but yeah, I thought it. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was a good segment, and yeah, like I said, I think at this point that Natalia's probably just going to be like a transitional champion, where I think that she's just going to play hot potato and eventually put it on a Carmella, and then say if somebody like an Ember Moon comes up to the main roster, then we can have an Ember Moon and maybe a Carmella feud. Go there, or you can have maybe a heel Charlotte or somebody. I don't know. Like at some point you're gonna call up Ember Moon or Asuka, but I think she's going over to the Raw brand. But you know what? If I was WWE, I would put Asuka on the SmackDown brand because that SmackDown Women's division really is paper thin right now. And if they really need some big women wrestling, like some huge names on that brand, especially on the women's side. Then I will put Asuka on there, and she can feud with somebody like Charlotte or Becky or I don't know, Carmella, Naomi, Natalia, any of those women she could feud with. But like I said, if I was WWE, if I was Vince and Triple H, I'll say put her on SmackDown because she needs to be on SmackDown. No, I'm not saying put all the Asian wrestlers on SmackDown. I mean, I don't want to do that, but you know, I think that the SmackDown women's division needs Asuka. Now, when Hideo Itami finally, if he ever does make his way up to the main roster, if you want to call him up, put him on the Raw brand, and maybe put him in the Cruiserweight division. If you're not going to push him as a IC title guy or a US title guy, then you can actually push Hideo Itami as a Cruiserweight guy. And maybe him and Neville do something you don't know. But anyway, that's just me going on about NXT call-ups now, whatever. After that, we had Shelton Benjamin versus Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable versus the Ascension. Shelton and Chad get the win. This was a short match here. This was obviously just a way to establish this new tag team between Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. Now, I don't know what they're going to call these guys. Are they going to call themselves World's Greatest Tag Team 2.0, American Alpha 2.0, or just Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin? I don't know. Leave your thoughts down below about that. But yeah, Shelton Benjamin looked good here, and yeah, the team looked gel well. It looks like maybe after the New Day and Usos start feuding, they're probably gonna have Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin versus the Usos, or at some point for the tag straps, which I think is gonna be an awesome match. I think those four guys are gonna kick some ass. And then we had AJ Styles bringing back the Open Challenge, the US Open Challenge, and basically we have Ty Dillinger. He acts as the US Challenger, and then Baron Corbin attacks him, and then Corbin gets attacked by Ty Dillinger, and then Ty Dillinger loses a match to AJ Styles, and after that, AJ Styles and Baron Corbin have a stare down. So it looks like they're going to have an AJ Styles Baron Corbin United States title feud going into Hell in a Cell, which I think is going to be a good match. I mean, I know a lot of people were like, no, well, I mean, what's next with Baron Corbin after losing to John Cena? But it looks like they're giving him AJ Styles, which is fucking awesome. Like, I wouldn't say AJ Styles AJ Styles is not a demotion. That is a fucking upgrade. And this guy's got heat. Baron Corbin's got heat, and he's in a high-profile match with AJ Styles. What? Like, that's... What the hell? I thought he had heat, and he's got a good proper match here with AJ Styles. Just awesome. It was good. Then after that, we had Aiden English versus Sami Zayn. This was all about Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon, so it looks like they're going to have this Hell in a Cell match. Like I said before SummerSlam, as soon as they announced that there was going to be a special guest referee between AJ Styles and Kevin Owens at SummerSlam, I knew that it was going to be KO versus Shane McMahon at some point. They was going to have some heated up thing, and obviously this is how it's going to play out, where KO's pissed off at Shane for screwing him over a couple of times. They're kind of rewriting the whole Shane and AJ stuff from this year, basically. That's all it is. But yeah, like I said, I think that these two guys could have a good match. And yeah, in that Hell in a Cell, man, I think Shane's going to, obviously jump off shit because it's Shane McMahon. But yeah, I'm interested in how this storyline progresses in the next couple of weeks. Like, where would they go with this? How would they tweak it? I'm just interested in stuff like that. So yeah. But anyway, Aiden English got the win. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens was the referee after he took the referee shirt off him and became the referee and gave Aiden English the win. After that, we had what was that? I'm trying to think. Then we had Mike Kanellis versus Bobby Roode, and Bobby Roode gets another win here. Bobby Roode wins with the glorious DDT. One question I really wanna ask the WWE creative team here is, what the fuck are you actually doing with Mike Kanellis and Maria Kanellis? Like, are you actually gonna push these guys? Are they gonna be jobber to the stars, or actually they gonna be mid-carders? Like, really? Like, what are you guys actually doing with these guys? Like, they're not on television for months and for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and then out of nowhere, here comes Mike Kanellis. Mike Kanellis comes and has a TV match against Bobby Roode. Now, what? I don't get it. Like, what the hell? Why did you bring in Mike Kanellis and Maria Kanellis to actually just be there to just job out to, NXT call-ups? Like, really? I mean, I'm not a Mike Kanellis fan. As you guys know, I don't even see any money in that guy. But even I know that bringing in a new guy in like Mike Kanellis, that you do not squash him like this. Like, I mean, I know it's against Bobby Roode, and he wasn't going to beat Bobby Roode, but at least give Mike Kanellis and Maria Kanellis a chance with this whole fucking gimmick, this whole goofy love gimmick. Like, if this love gimmick's going to actually have a chance, then let them actually run with it for a bit and see how different it goes. I mean, I know it's corny, but it's something. I know that they're supposed to be heels, so at least they're getting over as heels. They're supposed to be getting over as heels, and I don't see him getting any crowd reactions or any reaction at all. I know Maria is the star of that. Like, she's like the Shawn Michaels, and he's like the Marty Jannetty of that tag team. I'm sorry, I'm calling Marty Jannetty, but he is. I mean, the true star in that tag team is Maria. Vince wants to push Maria, and Mike Kanellis is like Marty Jannetty. That's it. But anyway, Bobby Roode got the win, like I said. After that, we had Dolph Ziggler coming out again backstage, cutting another shoot promo, talking about how he's not getting noticed again. There was a time, there used to be a time that I used to be a big Dolph Ziggler fan, as you guys know. I was a huge Dolph Ziggler fan. But I just look at this guy, and I look where he was a couple of years ago, and I just kind of I shake my head, because this guy is a former World's Heavyweight Champion, a former Money in the Bank winner. He's had high-profile feuds with John Cena, CM Punk, Chris Jericho, Daniel Bryan at some point, and he's now having backstage segments and shooting. Excuse me. So yeah, he gets from Money in the Bank winner, World Champion, Soul Survivor Series, having a big main event at Survivor Series, to basically doing this. Now, if I'm Dolph Ziggler, I've got to say two things. A, what the fuck am I doing here if I'm still in this position like 11, 12 years later? And B, can I get out of my contract? Because if I'm Dolph Ziggler, why would I still want to work at a place that I'm not going to get a promotion, or B, I'm not going to get recognized for the credible work I've been doing? Like, if I'm Dolph Ziggler, I would go to Vince and say, listen, Vince, if I haven't got anything, if you've not got anything for me creative wise, and you don't want to even push me, because I know Vince McMahon isn't a Dolph Ziggler fan at all, and Triple H, I don't think he's a fan of him either. So if I'm Dolph Ziggler, I'll say, listen, Vince, I don't say Dolph Ziggler's contract is coming up. So I've heard it is coming up. I don't know when, but if I'm Dolph, I'll say I'm not re-signing Vince. I want to go. I want to leave WWE. I want to maybe do some stand-up, or maybe if I'm Dolph Ziggler, see what Cody Rhodes has done and say, hey, I'm going to Ring of Honor, go to New Japan, go to GFW, and actually go around the world and make a name for yourself, and then maybe come back if you want a couple years later, and you know, maybe WWE, or maybe after all the buzz, will actually see something in Dolph Ziggler, like they did with Drew McIntyre. Like, he went away for 2-3 years, and then now he's in NXT, he's the NXT champion. So yeah, if I'm Dolph Ziggler, I would absolutely go to Vince McMahon and say, I want out of my contract, and I really need to get out of WWE because it's unhealthy. You creatively stifled my career, and I cannot recover from this, and I need to at least explore the world to get over again and actually get recognized and get a buzz around the Dolph Ziggler brand. Or I don't know if he's going to get called Dolph Ziggler though, but like whatever name he's going to go by. But yeah, if I'm Dolph Ziggler, just get out of your contract, bro. Like, that's what I would do. Then with the main event was it was Nakamura and Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal and Rusev. They had Nakamura's entrance cut short because of I think time issues or whatever it was. Randy Orton got an entrance though, because he's part of the Breakfast Club, so he's got to have an entrance. Anyway, it was an okay match. You know, Nakamura and Orton, they teamed up. It was an okay match. Nakamura was with the Kinshasa and Rusev. And then he announced during the show tonight that it's going to be Randy Orton versus Nakamura. First time ever for to determine the number one contender for Jinder Mahal's WWE Championship. I'm excited for that match. Like I said, I hope that Nakamura doesn't. I hope that Nakamura doesn't botch the Explorer suplex again, because Randy Orton kind of gets pissed, if somebody botches a move on him. Kofi Kingston has been one example, and Ken Anderson was the other example. So I hope Nakamura, if he's going to use that Explorer next week, please, let's hope Randy Orton knows how to take that bump. Just say. But after that, Randy Orton RKO's Nakamura and does